This FM 104.3. Good to meet you.
Christian Council, we also do one the same abekang that we should suspend the individual bond holders. We na no. I think say yes, it's a good advocacy, but we should engage them. We should engage everybody. Or you're concerned about this. Now you're making sure say Ghana Nibia, meaning this as a Ghana, a call from irrespective of who is in charge, you know, a any day. And then Ghana collapse, now say, change a buy, now buying for bar. Don't forget, say, a buy for is not bringing money from anywhere. It's just the people are saying, say, government should cut its expenditure in order. Yes, it's a good call. Government must show the way. Say, we are running a lean government, we are cutting down our expenditure. But most of the expenditures are here, you know, a call into capital expenditure. I buy Ankasa Sika or say in running governance. Meaning, say, Tama Yewumi, even if I buy cut it by 80%, it will show a good sign. But that will not be enough for the problem Yewumu says here. So I think say we should be able to open up the conversation devoid of emotions. Now, yen can no Ghana for it is a Ghana and Ibia reasonable. Say so tie komodi ni ye na onya assurance say the investment will be in the right areas are here we economy to pick the economy back. Meaning this Ghana and Ibia will resist it, but we should be mindful of people who want to run the system down for the sake of their political interest and as a political expediency. Na omo tu anwagum na omo ye niama said oyende no we can't solve, because when there's a problem it requires cool heads say we will solve those problems. And yes sir, now you run a system down. The only thing those people are seeking is say there will be a change of government. But those is not by new way with this same problem. Where are you going? Because if you baby where we didn't have these problems now, and the dollar that was coming down and it's going over 12 CDs again. Yeah, problem. So I think say we must all endeavor to support the system. Say Ghana your small investment will have value than your huge investment in a collapsed economy. I don't think say any Ghanaian would like to travel that journey. So I'm happy. Now the finance minister had made it clear. Say if we don't get 80% of debt swap needed to get the IMF deal, you won't get the IMF deal. And from the agitations at EBA, and proper consultation. But I'm happy that they will form some working committee within the individual bondholders, any pension. But what I don't get also, because me pensions are here and then no, me say me jin and they are obin su kra wo ha ni pension we no ogin na on spending and there obe so I invest in other areas of the economy now wanya more returns. So clearly we should be able to speak to the people. Yes, indeed a voluntary, it is not compulsion, but it is looking at we need 80%, but it's also not compulsory. So if it's not compulsory, I've not signed on, is government willing and ready? So we have at the valued rate now or then that gives us a very serious situation. Say people can say yes, I don't mind to lose 30-40% of my investment, take whatever you want to take and pay me back. Then the few that is left in the system to support it in Ukraine, it is also going down. So I think that yes, the finance minister has finally opened up. We need 80% debt swap to be able to get the IMF deal. That is what Ubia should be concerned about. Here in Parliament, we've seen this, and when people were calling for the head of Ofori Atta, obviously a lot of people, because and I'm so as a leader of this economy now, all these challenges. Me, if I were in his shoes, perhaps new hands should be brought on board to be able to see say how would people respond even to new leadership. But if it's the same person, the same group of people who have taken us through this same process, it is difficult for people to trust. Say indeed, that is a little challenge that I think I have with the whole thing. But clearly, there's very little we can do at this time, and we should look at our expenditure. We should be able to cut some of the expenditures that we are doing now and be able to speak to people to come on board and assure them, say, yes, the roadmap idea government will not default. The EK is limited to only domestic debt. What about foreign debt? And a lot of construction project the people know say you will soon be attaching them and then delaying their payment. So there are disbursement that they are doing. Soon they will be calling and say government should give them assurance that they won't touch it, otherwise they will stop disbursement for those funds. Once we hear project and those projects will also be stalling, and that's what is not good for us. So Ghana Force should look at it from that angle. Now you support domestically. If you support domestically and you have an IMF deal, you'll be able to sustain the foreign people to be able to bring in their money for us to be able to continue and complete the programs. It will be suicidal. Say one kasankasana ye woman, you are not able to commit to support a program. How do you call on the foreign nationals to support a program of this nature? So I think, say, it behoves on all of us will be affected one way or the other.
This FM 104.3, good to meet